Hi, kids. Since it's Christmas and all, I thought we'd start off with a little letter. Let's get religious, shall we? Dear Mr. Clown. This, by the way, is addressed from the bishop. I don't know which bishop. Bishop of Salt Lake. Let's see. Dear Mr. Clown. I am a semi-archbishop, and you, sir, are a menace to the church. Archbishop. Okay. So we're talking like the Catholic days of my youth. But I never heard of a semi-archbishop. Is that like what you are before you become an archbishop? Kind of like a lieutenant colonel? Somebody help me out. Yes, I am a menace to the church. You are right. You are probably a bitter mental case. Well, I don't know about that. Nuns are holy women. Okay, I know where this came from. This guy's a little late to the party. I mean, he's like going way back, like deep like in some like probably the nunsploitation pieces I did, like The Killer Nun and Sinful Nuns of St. Valentine. Now there was a double feature. That was back in season 2 or 3. Go back and watch it. Stop eating food and watching movies. Well, I do need to stop eating so much food. In fact, today, my goal is to get half of my calories from alcoholic beverages. I am a holy man and too blessed for your mess. Okay, semi-bishop. I would pray for you, and he spelled pray like let us pray. And I mean the electric wizard, let us pray. Yes, pray, but you are too far gone. Well, I gotta say that, you know, for a religious man, Mr. Bishop there, Mr. Semi-Bishop, I agree with like most of what he's saying here. Hi, kids. Welcome to the Late Night Picture Show. It's almost Yuletide. Yeah, the tree's up. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, or whatever you celebrate. I know Hanukkah's already over with, but you know what I got here? See, when I was a kid, before my mom became a Mormon, my parents' swinger friends used to come over and they'd play Tripoli upstairs there in the living room. The card table right there by the Christmas tree. And they'd drink some 7 and 7s. So it's like a tradition around here. I keep some Seagram 7 in the liquor cabinet up there, and it only comes out around the holidays, so I bought this last December. That's okay, we got us a monster double feature. I don't know if these are both from the 50s, but they're both old. This is I know it as the Manster. I think I wrote the Manster, but the better poster I found was when it was called The Split. So once again, we have alternate titles to make you think it's a different movie. And yeah, this printed kind of pixelated too. I thought this was a pretty big file. The terror that split a man in two, half human, half monster. And I can't read that other part. Unfortunately, Peter Dinelli and Jane Hilton with a Y. And I can't read any of the rest of that. I doubt I put it on here too, because these aren't the biggest stars of the era. Oh, this isn't the 50s. Look at that. The Manster, half man, half monster, a.k.a. The Split. 1962, United Artists of Japan. You know, for being like a bottom shelf plastic bottle, quote, whiskey, these are really good. Kenneth, director, it took two to direct this. Apparently one for each part of the, we'll get there. Kenneth Crane and George Breakston. Meet Larry Stanford. He is a cavalier and cliche-ridden foreign correspondent working in Japan. Before he heads back to his lovely wife in New York, he has one last assignment: to interview a Dr. Suzuki, a mad scientist making strides in DNA research. My phone needs to shut the fuck up now. Nefariously, it turns out, as he horribly disfigured his wife and child doing experiments on him. Well, Larry's a tough guy. Oh my God, shut up. What the fuck is texting me while I'm recording? Larry's a tough guy. He ain't afraid of no mad scientist. Which, of course, makes him the perfect candidate for the doctor's next guinea pig. A little needle in the... I think it was this shoulder. And Larry is a changed man. He starts drinking. And hooks up with the doc's beautiful assistant. No beautiful assistant around here. It's all fun and games. That is, until he and his new girl come home to find Mrs. Stanford standing right there in the living room. Uh-oh. Larry just spirals downhill from there. Pardon me. Oh yeah, 7-Up. Carbonation. His right hand grows all furry. And then an eye forms. An eye forms on his shoulder. So there's just like this eyeball growing out of his shoulder. Which eventually turns into a second head. Because, that's how that works. There's an eye and then there's a second head. Two-headed Larry is a menace, killing everyone he meets on his way back to Dr. Suzuki's laboratory, which is conveniently located on the site of an active volcano. On the mountainside, Larry splits himself in two. His old self and a furry, murderous beast. He wrestles the beast, but to no avail. It throws his mistress in the crater And soon, the beast joins her in the fiery cauldron. Happy day. Is his wife really going to take him back, though? I didn't say. As bad as this sounds, this is actually a pretty good movie. With all the typically funny props, makeup, and forced dialogue of the era, I wrote here. And Two-Headed Larry is a hoot. Remember that movie where the racist white guy, like, gets a second head? I think that was surgery, but, like, Rosie Greer. This had to inspire that movie, because that was later on. This was the original two-headed, hilarious monster. There you go. Right down the wall. 4. It's a 4-ring circus on feature 1, Manster. So let's go upstairs and make us another 7 and 7. Or there's this vodka thing that I want to try. Nah, it's the holidays. I should be drinking 7 and 7. We'll see you in a few minutes, kids.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.